This wasn't a party. It was a reset room for Hollywood's biggest reputations. Because if you look closely at what really went down at Beyoncé and Jay-Z's Oscars afterparty, it starts to feel a lot less like celebration and a lot more like strategy. And once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. Let's start with the hosts, because Beyoncé and Jay-Z didn't just throw a party, they curated an environment. No random cameras, no chaotic viral moments, no messy leaks. That's not by accident. In a week where every headline is dissected, every win and loss is debated, their afterparty becomes something else entirely. A controlled space. A place where narratives can quietly shift without the public fully noticing. Especially when there's been constant chatter around Jay-Z's past and the kind of party culture people associate with his name.
Feeling good? Oh, you put that thing on the... Whoa! You see how we do it here on Saturday. This is what it's...
This wasn't about proving anything directly. It was about setting a tone. Clean, exclusive, untouchable. But the real story isn't who hosted. It's who needed to be there. Take Justin and Hailey Bieber, for example. On the surface, arriving separately might seem random. But in PR terms, that kind of distance can be very intentional. Justin has been under constant scrutiny. His behavior, his image, the "is he okay" conversations that never seem to go away. So what do? You show up to the most controlled, high-status room in Hollywood. You remind people you're still in that circle, but you don't overdo it. You don't make it a spectacle. And Hailey leaving separately? That just fuels conversation without confirming anything. It keeps their names circulating, but still ambiguous. And they weren't the only couple managing perception. Because then you have Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, and this is where things get really interesting. Timothée just came off a major Oscars loss, and the narrative around him is shifting. He's no longer just the indie darling. He's now in that space where people start questioning his choices, his image, even who he's dating. And Kylie? She represents a completely different world. Reality TV, massive fame, but not always the kind of respect the Academy leans toward. So them showing up together, publicly, confidently, at this party, that's not random. That's a statement. It says, we're not hiding and we're not adjusting. But at the same time, it raises a bigger question people online are already debating. Does association affect credibility in Hollywood's most elite circles? And just when you think visibility is the strategy, someone else flips the script completely. Because Taylor Swift showed up, and somehow, almost no one actually saw her. Hidden entrances, umbrellas, security blocking every clear angle. And that level of control, that's power. While everyone else is being analyzed, picked apart, and debated online, Taylor leans into scarcity. She gives just enough, a glimpse of a dress, a silhouette, and suddenly the internet does the rest. People are zooming into photos, debating freckles, questioning if it's even her. And all of that feeds into something bigger. She stays relevant without being overexposed. Especially right now, when there are constant rumors about her personal life, her future plans, even a possible wedding. So while others are trying to reshape narratives, she's controlling hers by barely participating. But outside of that perfectly controlled environment, things start to look very different. Because while the party itself stayed polished, the conversation around Tina Knowles, not so much. Her gumbo pop-up should have been a simple, feel-good moment, something relatable, something grounded. But instead, it turned into a wave of mixed reviews and personal experiences that didn't exactly paint the best picture. And this is where the contrast becomes obvious. Inside the party, everything is curated, filtered, intentional. Outside of it, in real-world interactions, you can't control how people feel or what they share online.
Taylor was spotted by Dumois exiting her vehicle at an Oscars afterparty held by Jay-Z and Beyonce. Welcome back to Taylor Swift News. Are you ready for it? Let's get into it. It says, according to this article by Heavy.com, Swift was spotted making a stealth entrance to Jay-Z and Beyonce's afterparty at Chateau Marmont on Sunday night. It's unclear if Kelsey also attended the event. Dumois posted photos of the opalite singer exiting her vehicle and into the party. So, as everyone predicted, she was spotted at an Oscars afterparty. Of course, Dumois has the photos that we're going to go over. Fortunately, you can barely see her, but seeing this is enough for me. Look at the gold dress. Look at the gold dress! And the heels. This dress is giving for me that wedding she went to about a month ago. I know the photo's a little blurry here, but it looks like the same dress she was wearing to that wedding that night when she was with Stevie Nicks. It seems like Taylor is in her sparkly girl era. Should I say her showgirl era? Anyways, I know it's not much, but love to see it. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. Please stay locked in with Swifty Burst for more trending Taylor Swift news. I love doing this. I hope you love that I do it too. I have reached 2,900 followers, which thank you guys so much, but I would love to grow beyond that. So if you could like and follow, that would be amazing. Love you guys.
And once that perception shifts, even slightly, it spreads fast. Which brings us to the bigger picture. Because none of this is random. Awards season is one of the most high-pressure cycles in Hollywood. Careers are elevated, ignored, criticized, celebrated, all at the same time. And right after that comes the quiet reset, the recalibration, the moment where celebrities step into carefully chosen spaces to subtly reshape how they're seen. This party wasn't about music, or movies, or even celebration. It was about proximity, who you're seen with, how you arrive, when you leave, whether you're visible or just out of reach. Every detail feeds into a larger narrative, whether people realize it or not. And the audience? We end up doing half the work, analyzing every frame, every interaction, every rumor. Because once you understand this, every celebrity move starts to look a little less accidental. And maybe that's the real takeaway here. Not what happened inside the party, but what it was designed to do outside of it. So the next time you see your favorite celebrities all in one room, ask yourself, were they really there to party? Or were they there to be seen exactly the way they wanted to be?